Hey everyone, this is Randy from BibleBindGuide.com. Today I'm taking a look at the AMG King James Version Hebrew Greek Keyword Study Bible in dark brown goatskin leather. Let's take a look here. I am a big fan of the Hebrew Greek Keyword Study Bible. It's been around for years and years. The goatskin is a nice grain. It's a good thick leather. It is paste down. So this does have a paste down liner, not edge line. I'd like to see it in edge line. That's the one thing I would like to see different. But it is a nice leather, and it has a little bit of a marking around the side here. Nice spine. I kind of would want to see maybe a little bit smaller. Maybe remove parts of that. I'd remove these, and then that just have AMG clean that up just a little bit. But it's nice. It's not, that's minor complaint. But let's get into it. It does come with this little bookmark showing the grammatical codes, because that's a big part of this Bible. Let's get into it here. Wide margin edition, especially a little bit wide margin on the outside, about 1 inch. And the paper itself is about 30 something GSM, 30, I don't know, 32 maybe. That's just a guess. I don't know. A little bit of a blue tint, not as dark blue as the previous edition that I own, but I can live with this. I'm not a fan of blue tint, but I can live with this. A little bit of cockling here. Smythe sewn, of course. All these are Smythe sewn. And then let's see. Get into what we got here. Print in South Korea. A little bit of information about how to use it. Special features. And then we just get into it. Each book has a detailed introduction for Genesis especially. Most of them have about a half a page. This one's a full page. And it covers the basics of the book, what the book's about, key features, that sort of thing. Gives you a little bit of insights on some of the Greek or Hebrew, depending on what the book is. And then we get into the text. Double column verse by verse with center column references. And it does include footnotes. And then it has a lot of little keys in the text, lots of things. We have our commentary at the bottom of the page, and you see a little key. And that key is actually in the text itself. So when you see a key in the text, you know there's a note for that. Right there. Right there. The notes themselves a lot of times cover the Hebrew or Greek words. And then also they'll give you a little bit of insights on the text. Not a lot of theology. Most of it is cultural based, more fact based than anything else. I like these notes a lot. And then in the text itself, we have words that are underlined, words that have numbers. Some are bold, some are not so bold. Those that are superscript and bold, they have a detailed analysis in the back. Those that are subscript and not bold, those just have a Strong's definition. And then it also has grammatical codes. Let's see. Let's just look through a few of these, see what we can find. The underlining also means that it's has a detailed analysis in the back. Lots of little codes and things in here. Now, one thing that you might find frustrating if you're wanting a detailed Bible with Greek and Hebrew, it only underlines a few, or only marks a few. So you can see here, there's, not everything is marked, just a few here and there. There are quite a few. There are a lot, really a lot, but not every word. So if you're looking for every word, then this might be frustrating. But still, it has a lot. About a 10-point font, 9.5 in that range. A lot of space between the lines. 2 ribbon markers. Red letter. The red is a little bit lighter than I like. At the darkest it gets is about a medium in darkness. There's one of the grammatical codes. And these are all handled in the back. So there's a lot of little codes in here. It's kind of hard to read. If you're looking for a reading Bible, I don't recommend this for reading. This is great for study. I have preached from it, and I sometimes kind of stumble a little bit when I'm trying to get across all this. But I can preach from it. I did preach from it a few times with no issues. It did take a little bit to get there, though. That's not what it's for. It's for a study. Sermon prep study. It's great for that. Absolutely. Then in the back, we have quite a few tools. Red goes all the way through Revelation, like a good red letter should. In my opinion, anyway. Let's see. It's cold back here in my room. My hands don't want to work in all this cold. Red letter. Now that's a good dark red right there. Like that. So let's see what we've got in the back here. Our study helps. It covers all the grammatical codes, tell you what they are, how to use them. Good for learning as much as you can about the languages. Lots of good information there. Good concordance. Really good concordance. It has proper names, and when it does, it gives you a pronunciation guide. It also gives you a little bit of a definition. Really good, really good. I like this a lot. Kind of a large concordance. Really good for study and sermon prep. Then we get to our dictionaries. All that back there is dictionaries. Strong's Hebrew Dictionary and Strong's Greek Dictionary. So we've got, let's see, transliteration of Hebrew consonants and vowels, special symbols, and then Strong's Dictionary. Now some of these have a little bit more information, and when they do, these are from the AMG Complete Word Study, Old Testament and New Testament. If they don't have a lot of extra, then they're just from Strong's. But it does give you the Strong's Dictionary. Now, if you're looking for a word that's not marked in here, you'll need to go to another tool to find what that Strong's number is. But once you have that Strong's number, they're all back here, every one of them. Same for the Old Testament and the New Testament. So we've got all of our Hebrew there, and then we've got our Greek here. This is easy to hold open. No trouble. Transliteration of Greek. Special symbols. And then we get into our Strong's Greek Dictionary for the New Testament. And then in the very back, just a few pages for notes, just a couple. And then we have our maps. And these are the standard AMG maps. Thick paper, a little bit of a gloss to them. Nice and colorful. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 maps. And that is a quick look at the AMG Hebrew Greek Keyword Study Bible, KJV, red letter edition in brown goatskin. I love that goatskin. I would like to see it in edge-lined, and it is a little bit difficult to stay open here in the early pages in Genesis. It does kind of want to fight a little bit, but it is cold back here right now, and also it will break in once you use it enough. And I like that it's wide margin. I like that a lot. This is one of my favorite study Bibles. I like it a lot. It's really good for studying the original languages, get a lot of insight on the culture, a lot of insight on the history, a lot of facts, a lot of fact base. AMG did provide this in exchange for an honest review. I will post links in the notes where you can make a purchase, where you can see the written review on BibleBuyingGuide.com with a lot more detail. If you have any questions, let me know. Thanks.